And so I told the caregiver, let me just send you this Ace Mannin, just mix it in their food. They did. They were losing 30 to 40 kids a year, and that was the first year in
Dying of
over
malnutrition and immune deficiency
related diseases.
Yeah.
So they get infections,
Yeah,
and then they just don't get better.
right.
And so they did it for a year. We reconnected. First time in over a decade, no children died. Better quality of life of their kids than they'd ever seen.
We are ready. We're rolling in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Equipping the Saints with Cheon, and I'm here with my dear friend. We've been friends for over 20 years. It's amazing. Sam Castor, who's on the board of Harvest International Ministry, but also as the CEO of Alavea Company, this disruptive technology that has changed my life. And I just wanted to say, Sam, before you start sharing, that I've been taking the Ace Mannin product for over 22 years, since 1999, and we're 2022. And it's changed my life. I've not had the flu. I've not been sick one day. And even when I got COVID in November of 2021, I didn't even know I had it.
Yeah.
There was no symptoms. So I want to thank you, and I want you to unpack this incredible product and tell the new disruptive technology that's just come out this past week, at least for me.
Yeah. Well, we did start with Ace Mannin. That was a unique technology that was discovered in the 1980s. Licensed to our not-for-profit Manna Relief in 1999, because in the world, the number one challenge with children is poor health. And, so millions of children die every year because of immune deficiency related issues. So we supply Ace Mannin to them. And in areas of the world where modern healthcare doesn't exist, it's the difference between life and death.
Well, give us an example of Romania, because that was your first nation you went to. And you had an orphanage you were sponsoring, just giving money to, but you asked them what the main issue was. Why don't you tell about it?
Yeah, we were just trying to support them and where their biggest needs were. And I said, what is your biggest challenge? And they said, the health of our children. Now, I have Ace Mannin licensed for-profit in the United States. And I knew that I could transform those kids' lives. And so I told the caregiver, let me just send you this Ace Mannin, just mix it in their food. They did. They were losing 30 to 40 kids a year, and that was the first year
Dying of malnutrition and immune deficiency
related diseases.
Yeah.
So they get infections.
Yeah.
And then they just don't get better.
Right.
And so they did it for a year. We reconnected. First time in over a decade, no children died. Better quality of life of their kids than they'd ever seen. And that started Manna Relief.
Well, what's really stunning is that we have 40,000, 50,000 that die of influenza every year.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about COVID. And it's because even in our Western world, our diet is so poor, our immune system is so shot that people get flus and they don't recover.
Chronic and infectious disease is epidemic, and it's all immune deficiency related.
Yeah.
So cancers grow, heart disease develops, all these things happen because your immune system loses the ability
I do
to
have a
defend
cancer story.
Okay.
Because my mom got cancer and I loaded her up with this product. The doctors gave her 6 months to live. And I loaded her up on this product, and she felt in her heart before the Lord not to take chemotherapy or radiation. Sam, she lived for 3 more years and was able to see the call, was able to participate in this massive prayer gathering. And then she went home to be with the Lord in 2002. The call was 2000. And I was just so grateful. Lord, I thank you for a product that it didn't heal her. I wish it did, but it sustained what the doctor said was going to be a matter of months before she passed away, and then she lived for over 3 years.
Yeah, it's not a drug. It just supports the body's normal functions of defense and repair.
Right.
Unlike any other molecule in nature.
And so tell us the name of the product and how they can get that.
Well, that product is called Immune. Pretty simple, right?
Right.
And you just go online with Alavea through a number that we're going to show everyone.
Yeah.
And you can get access to it immediately.
But I'm really excited about this new product because just to be honest, I've struggled with weight control for all my adult life. You know, the moment I got married and had 3 meals a day, I started to put on the weight. And I exercise, and I've gone on different different diets like Atkins diet
Yeah.
and paleo diet, whatever it's called.
Paleo?
Yeah, but it's like I just keep on. After I stop,
Yeah.
it just comes back on. In fact, I went on a fast, a Daniel fast, the longest I've ever gone, 6 months, no meat.
Wow.
But the moment and I lost, like a lot of weight.
Yeah.
I lost 15 pounds. But the moment, I think I gained it in one day after the fast was over. So I just said, Lord, this is a lose-lose situation. So tell me about this new product and the technology, why this is so really a disruptive technology. It's not a diet, it's not a fad. Tell us about it.
Well, of course, we were looking for a technology to drive our social business throughout the world.
Right.
Lots of prophetic words spoken over us about a new technology that would, get to people's biggest health concern. Number one comorbidity in the world is being overweight. Contributes
that's right,
to
obesity, they talk
exactly.
about that.
So, but there's nothing new under the sun, in the weight loss industry. People, and by the way, you're in good company, 73% of the population of this country now is overweight or
Wow.
obese. And they'll spend $200 billion dieting this year, and 95% of them will gain their weight back.
Yeah.
And it's because diets don't get to the root cause of what
Yeah.
causes fat accumulation. So I was approached by a researcher, a doctor, an inventor, maybe 12 weeks ago, with this incredible story. He said, this is what God has showed me like 14 years ago, that there are energy pathways in the body driven down through what's called the autonomic nervous system, which connects your brain to every gland, organ, tissue in the body. Constant communication back and forth trying to maintain homeostasis. So accumulating fat is not natural to the human body. Your body's designed to burn fat.
Yeah.
So if you're accumulating, then it's a metabolic dysfunction. And these pathways are what support proper function. But when they get clogged up, when they lose their energy, you no longer have the ability to regulate.
So how does your metabolism dysfunction, how do we get that there? Is it because we're overeating and we're not exercising and burning it up, or what's?
Well,
what's
I mean,
the
all
issue?
of that contributes. The main issues are just lifestyle issues, like we eat, drink, and breathe toxins. Pharmaceutical drugs are the number one cause of toxicity,
Wow.
and that disrupts metabolic processes. Stress, we live in a stressful world. Poor diet. All those things make major contributions
Right.
to metabolic dysfunction. And when these pathways close down, so does your ability to burn fat efficiently.
So tell me, how then does this technology reverse that?
Well, this inventor told me about a concept called resonant energy transfer. So how do you stimulate this bioelectrical activity in your body? That energy comes from plants. I've always known about the nutrients coming from plants, never the energy.
Wow.
And I'm not talking about fats or carbohydrates or sugars that convert to glucose. I'm talking about resonant energy in the plant.
I've never heard of that before. I mean,
Yeah,
what is?
it's the design of life, Jay. I didn't know it, but
yeah, right.
this is how it works. So resonance in physics means that you amplify mechanisms with that operate on the same frequency.
Right.
And so plants and humans have the same frequency. It's just incredible.
It
This doctor said he found a way to extract the specific frequencies that lend itself to efficient fat burning and sleep,
Right.
which is another important part of the equation. He isolates them, stabilizes them, transfers them into water, which is the natural media that the body uses. And all of a sudden you're going to the root cause of why your body is accumulating fat. You're reopening, these pathways to get proper structure and function going again in your body. And then you're not just dieting, losing weight and having it come back, coming back. You're actually getting to the core of why your body's storing it in the first place.
Now, you sent a sample to me, and I have it right here. I've been taking it for like 5-6 days. It's just water, though. It's not like distilled juice from some kind of fruit or vegetable plant that comes in some kind of edible, way. But this is just water. But tell me about how the water, with the frequency in the water, resets your metabolism.
Well, again, it's resonant, which means it supports your body's normal pathways of energy.
Okay.
It is the same energy. It just supports your body. That's, the way the design of life. That's what God put those energies into plants. And once you open up those pathways and your body starts functioning again, all of a sudden you lose your appetite, or I mean, you don't, you're not hungry all the time.
Well, it's definitely curbed
You
my
manage
appetite
your
since I've
appetite.
taken- yeah.
You curb your cravings for sugar
Yeah.
because now you're burning fat. The reason you crave sugar is when you lose the ability to burn fat.
Wow.
Your body can't store sugar, so you have to eat it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you crave it. And you open up these pathways. And so, when I first heard about it, I was like you, wait a minute. I've been in this industry for 30 years. I've never even heard of this. But the more research I did, the more I realized he was onto it. Something this is disruptive technology to the diet industry,
Right.
Jay.
Well, I noticed, the first thing I noticed when I saw you, you've lost weight from last year.
I lost 10 pounds in the first 2 weeks. I could not believe it. No
Yeah.
craving, no hunger. It just started going. And then about 2 pounds a week since then. I mean, it's
amazing.
crazy.
And people, this has just been recently marketed, and people are buying it. And what are the other testimonies and stories of people that have just started taking
Well, there's
this?
two products. One is for sleep, because this is a 24-hour cycle you're impacting.
Mm-hmm.
One is for daytime and one is for nighttime.
Now explain why you have to have something at nighttime as well.
Because that's when your body repairs itself. And if you don't go into that cycle of good sleep,
Right.
your body stays in a stress mode. And that stress mode makes these pathways dysfunctional. Hi, I'm Sam Castor, founder and CEO of Alivea, a social business that is bringing an innovative solution to one of the world's biggest challenges, weight management. This is our two new products, BioRes Thermo and Sleep, and they will open up the pathways for efficient fat burning. And because we're a social business, every time you consume one of these, we get to help a child in need with proper nourishment. How do you find us? Go to hopemultiplying@gmail.com and order today.
Wagner University was founded in 1998 after Cindy Jacobs prophesied over Peter Wagner that he would release a new wineskin for equipping leaders. Over 3,000 students have earned degrees. Many of them are now in top-tiered leadership positions all over the world. We offer bachelor's, master's, and doctorate programs through a hybrid learning system with 20% live classes and 80% online classes. What makes Wagner University unique is online accessibility, transformational learning, practical application, and impartation of the Holy Spirit. Your instructors at Wagner University are top leaders within the Kingdom of God who offer in-depth expertise as apostles, prophets, teachers, pastors, and evangelists in ministry and the marketplace. Wagner University will give you the language and strategies to effectively lead and transform culture, society, and the world for the glory of God, regardless of your geographic location. Through its partnership with Shiloh University, Wagner University now offers pathways for students to receive accredited U.S. degrees from anywhere in the world. If you believe God has called you to a higher level of strategic leadership as a forerunner in revival, reformation, and transformation, we encourage you to pray about enrolling. God has raised up Wagner University in a unique way to help bring about revival and reformation of society around the world, and it starts with you. Your life will never be the same.
Welcome back to Equipping the Saints with Che On.
Well, it seems like last year you were here. James Gall gave you a prophetic word.
Oh, he
I'll
did.
never forget it. And he talked about left brain, right brain. Tell me how that plays into this product.
Yeah, he was given presentation, that night, and he looked at Linda and I and he said, God's just given me a word. He's going to give you something that has to do with the brain, has to do with the left hemisphere, right hemisphere, has to do with restructuring DNA. I didn't know what he was talking about. I know what the autonomic nervous system is that connects your brain to your glands and organs, and that functions in two divisions,
Yeah.
left brain, right brain. And what this technology does is it addresses those pathways of communication down through your body and re-energizes them to restore proper function that you've lost.
Right. So it's amazing. So it's not necessarily you're telling people how to diet. It's just taking this product in the morning and nighttime, and it will recalibrate your metabolism in a natural way.
Well, the autonomic nervous system is the master regulator of metabolism. I mean, it's not the chemistry,
Right.
you know, it's the communication that drives metabolism. And so you're just restoring dysfunctional
Over the years,
communication.
you've become a scientist. It's amazing how you've grown in your knowledge of technology as
Yeah.
well, man. And but it's so exciting to see how God gave it to a Christian, because we've been prophesying, and we say checks in the mail, but we also say disruptive technology, that believers who have the mind of Christ, the wisdom of Christ, and we're to be the head and not the tail,
Right.
And so here we're seeing someone who gets this, and not only that, but even it was a Christian, wasn't it, that gave you the Ace Mannon? That's right.
Exactly.
And so it's amazing. It's so beautiful to see
Yeah.
these prophetic words coming to pass and really scripture being fulfilled.
So what we drive this with, Jay, we just started Alivea a couple years ago.
Right.
And we founded it through our not-for-profit.
Right.
You know, that's kind of upside down, right?
No, I've never heard of a nonprofit organization buying a corporation.
Yeah.
It's just the opposite.
Yeah.
It's like a corporation will give to a nonprofit organization.
So it's a social business, which means the revenue stream out of it funds our not-for-profit.
amazing.
It's just incredible. So the technologies that we bring into the marketplace create the cash flow. And so what we're looking for is, where are the biggest, most aggressive markets in health? Diet. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
There's nothing bigger. 2 billion people in the world are overweight.
2 billion.
Too big. And they're all looking for a sustainable, permanent solution.
Right.
And so I shared this today. If we get 1/2 of 1% of that market,
Not even a 1%.
no, 1/2 of 1% to take this product, a sustainable solution, it will enable us to nourish 20 million children a year.
I want to pause there because I want to just talk to the audience. Here is something we talk about win-win. You can benefit, your metabolism will be reset, and at the same time, you're nourishing and building the immune system of millions of children at risk. I want to encourage you to really sign up and get this information, and we'll flash it in a moment so you could then write it down and then purchase this product. Because every cent that you give to this product is helping a child at risk.
Absolutely.
And so this is an incredible kingdom business. I've never heard anything like this, even with those who are into social business. This
Yeah.
is just the number one thing I've ever heard.
Well, and then it gives every individual the opportunity to participate on one of two levels. Take the product,
Right.
and 75% of us need it, you know, and the other 25 can't sleep, so I think everybody needs it. And then
You got both me, because I'm always jet lagged, I'm
Yeah.
traveling, and then of course I'm fighting with the weight.
and then
so-
help us share the story.
Yeah.
Because we're a social business, we'll compensate people for helping us take this to the
Yeah,
marketplace.
absolutely. We also teach prosperity with a purpose. I say, if you want to prosper, get out of debt, stay out of debt, honor the Lord with your tithe, and have 5 revenue sources. And our people have embraced that value, and they're prospering. And this could be a great revenue source because you don't really have to work hard at it. You're just basically living the life of a healthy life. Just like I've had a lot of people who say, tell me what you're taking.
Yeah.
Because we've noticed you never miss a Sunday. For 22 years, if you miss, you're traveling, but it's not because of sickness. You've never been bedridden. And my family knows, my children knows. In fact, I have them all taking this product because I'm so convinced of it. And so it is really a life changer. So I can't speak highly enough about your company, Alivea. As you said in Canada, a love a, and also this incredible product that you have. So here we have this BioRest Thermo, which
That's
is
the
you
day.
take in the morning and daytime, and BioRest for sleep. And having the balance of that will recalibrate your metabolism,
exactly right.
and you'll start losing weight. Actually, what it does is curbs your craving for food, and that the byproduct of that is that your body will lose weight. So brilliant.
Yeah.
Awesome. So tell us again the information.
Well, Che, our latest product that we've developed is called BioRes. And these are 2 products, a daytime and a nighttime product, that will turn on the fat-burning metabolism in your body. Just a radical shift in weight management. The way that you use this is, it's real simple. It's a water spray. And so in the morning when you wake up, anytime during the morning, you just spray it 7 times under your tongue. Just let it sit there for about 30 seconds before you swallow it so it can get immediately into your bloodstream. And then you do it again right after lunch. So the afternoon, you also curb your appetite and suppress your hunger. What it really does, though, is it opens up the pathway for your body to start burning fat as its fuel. So it's a lot of things going on. Then in the evening, you do the same thing. Before you go to bed, you take the sleep, you spray it 7 times under your tongue, let it sit there for about 30 seconds before you go to sleep. And if you wake up during the night like you don't sleep well, just spray it again when you wake up. And over a period of days, it will help you move into that cycle of deep sleep. And that's as simple as it is. Contact Brian Koeman.
Who's a dear friend. He's Chuck Pierce's assistant.
Right. And he is managing the business both for HIM as well as Glory of Zion.
Amen.
And all the cash flow that comes from that.
That's right. And so that's another thing, by the way, you didn't mention, because you're helping children at risk, but we're helping through Harvest International Ministry. We have orphanages as well. We're supporting Men in Relief, but we're helping ministries around the world every single month. So thank you so much for participating in this kingdom business. We are advancing the kingdom together. Sam, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Jay.
God bless you, man. Thank you so much.
Be sure to join us and all of our amazing guests for this season of Equipping the Saints.
Hi, I'm Sam Castor, founder and CEO of Alivea, a social business that is bringing an innovative solution to one of the world's biggest challenges, weight management. This is our 2 new products, BioRes Thermo and Sleep, and they will open up the pathways for efficient fat burning. And because we're a social business, every time you consume one of these, we get to help a child in need with proper nourishment. How do you find us? Go to hopemultiplying@gmail.com and order today.
If you're ever visiting the area, we'd love to see you at one of our 5 campuses. For more information, check out our website or any of our social media platforms.